Hello and welcome to another Demon212 DS style review. Basically, this is my first actual DSiWare game. I'm going to be taking a look at Kokopolo, Harmonius, Forest Revenge, which if you've never played it before, it's kind of like a Pac-Man game, really. At the start, you can simply go into story mode, tutorial, you can play a bit of time attack, you can go into your scratch cards, which they are simply scratch cards, as in you scratch them off with a DS stylus and you get a bit of information about the enemies. There's 40 of those to collect. The game itself is absolutely huge. There's 80 different levels, 20 different enemy types, 10 different bosses. All the enemies and bosses, you have to figure out the right way to kill them. The levels, you have to figure out the right path, because there's blockers and things and spike pits and that get in your way. Controls on the game are incredibly tight, as they'd have to be for this style of game, because at the moment you're thinking, well, it's pretty relaxed, you walk around and you just slash things, but that's not the whole point of the game. The whole point of the game is to find the snap plant. It's in every level, there it is there. You've got to feed it by chasing getting the enemies to chase you, going around in circles, jumping over that, and then it'll eat the enemies. So, scratch the enemy, and you walk. Can't do that. You walk, you get hit, you lose a heart, you lose all your hearts, you end the game. The enemy goes right back to where he was. So instead, you've got to run frantically. And once you start running, the only way to really stop, I mean, you can stop at any point by letting go, but if you stop, then the enemies will catch you. So it's a case of you've got to learn the paths, learn where the enemies are, set yourself up with a chain of so many enemies as well, ever many as you can handle, really, because it's stupid just getting every single enemy on the stage in one go, especially because the snap gets full. And by filling them up, you get the bottom screen here, which are these little symbols, and by touching them, you get bonuses, so some fruit comes out. And that's the whole point of every level, really. You get as many fruit as you can for points, but to do it in as quick a time as you can to clear the stage of every single enemy, and then you go on to the next stage, rinse, repeat, and then you get the boss. And the bosses, well, I'm not really going to show anything, so I don't want to spoil how to do them, but the bosses are more than just your average running around, slash them, getting them to chase and jump into plants. It's a lot more difficult to get a boss and kill them, basically. And it's just an absolutely fantastic game. There's tons to do on it. There's secrets in the game, like exits and that appear, that almost look a bit like Zombies Ate My Neighbours, where the door just appears out of nowhere. And as I say, there's like 40 scratch cards, 80 levels, 20 enemies, 10 bosses. It's just an absolutely huge amount here for how much you're paying, and it's an incredibly difficult game. It's difficult at the best of times, let alone at the worst of times, when you can't really concentrate because you're talking over a camera and that, and you're looking over the shoulder of the camera. It's just an arcade zany game, though, for people who like, as I say, the type of things like Pac-Man, because that's what it immediately reminded me of, especially Pac-Man DX, where obviously you do get like 30 ghosts chasing you at once, and you've got to then get the power pill and eat them, whereas with this, you can't fight back, you've just got to lure them into the traps. So, if you like that sort of game, you're getting plenty of action here for the price, and everything about it really is just excellent. I think it's one of the best DSiWare games I've ever played, because graphically it looks amazing, it's really polished, musically it sounds great, and as I say, gameplay wise there's plenty to do and it's incredibly hard. It's just an excellent title. It's definitely one to check out. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid, or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe, because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.